The majority of folks adore their furry friends. When your dog isn't educated to behave a certain way, or stop engaging in undesirable behaviors, however, not every time is joyful. There are numerous methods for training your dog to behave better that have been passed down from unidentified origins. But how do you apply these strategies, and what is the optimal approach? Discover the most popular training techniques for dogs as well as the approaches you should avoid using. How should your dog be trained? There are two typical ways to train a dog. The aversive-based approach is the first. The second strategy is reward-based. When you train your dog with positive punishment and negative reinforcement, this is known as aversive-based discipline training. Reward-based training techniques only give out prizes for the actions you want your dog to take. To train your dog to behave the way you desire, employ aversive methods including physical corrections, loud, unpleasant noises, and severe reprimands. On the other side, reward-based training gives your dog a treat anytime it complies with your requests. To reinforce a good behavior, treats, belly rubs, or other dog-pleasing gestures are used. Various experts favor one approach over the other. It's entirely up to you which one you use. Some experts think that a rewards-based training approach creates for your dog an event sequence, where they correlate your actions with positive emotions. Conversely, aversive-based techniques make them fear you. Your dog follows instructions out of fear, in order to avoid feeling uncomfortable. Know how to teach your dog. Like children, dogs pick things up quickly. Their IQ is comparable to that of a 2-year-old human. They only worry about the immediate results. They start to comprehend our words as they get older. Some breeds of intelligent animals can respond to up to 250. But more than the words themselves, every dog reacts to the tone of our voice. Scientists have identified 3 subtypes of canine intelligence: instinctive, adaptive, working, and obedience. Your dog will learn the bred habits through instinctive learning. The degree to which your dog uses their environment to solve challenges is referred to as adaptive learning. They learn the jobs and commands you teach them by working and showing obedience. You should concentrate on training your dog using obedience tactics and the particular actions you want from them, if you want them to be obedient. There is evidence that both reward and aversive-based training are effective. However, you should think about reward-based obedience training if you want to train your dog to be a loving pet. Your dog won't acquire fear-based reactions with this technique. In fact, it strengthens your warm bond with them. Rewards for obedience training. Dogs are intelligent enough to pick up the behaviors you want them to. They have the intelligence to figure out what they can get away with. Giving your dog gifts, praise, or affection is one of the most efficient ways to train them for a certain behavior. Most importantly, the reward they desire most is the one you should give them. Treats may be more effective than praise if they are motivated by food. The finest reward may be your adoration if they seek your attention. The essential thing to pay attention to is continuously rewarding your dog for the behavior you want. Rewarding undesirable conduct is not a good idea. Your dog should receive their reward when they exhibit the desired behavior. They get confused if you order them to lie down and then wait to reward them until they stand back up. They won't be aware of which action the reward was given for. Effectively manage the effects. Your dog needs to understand that there are repercussions for acting in a way you don't like when you use reward-based training. Here, the punishment for bad behavior is having their reward withheld. For instance, an older adult may be in risk from a dog that likes to leap up to greet their humans as they enter the house. If they jump up at you, do not greet them or pay them any attention in order to teach them not to. As soon as the dog starts to jump up, you should turn around and exit via the door once more. While you're doing this, hold a treat in your hand. Repeat the activity until your dog doesn't jump up when you enter, then reward them when they don't jump. Try it out on all the visitors your dog gets excited to greet when they enter your home. This makes sure that they reward your dog for the right conduct. Acquiring new abilities. Keep in mind that your dog has the attention span and IQ of a 2-year-old while you're teaching them anything new. Your training sessions ought to be succinct and direct. Only allow 15 minutes for each. To prevent them from being confused, concentrate on one action or behavior. Make sure you're using the same commands to achieve the desired results. Your dog might not understand if you use the same word repeatedly, but use it in different sentences. For example, if you tell your dog to lie down during one training session, and then later in the day, Fido, lie down or no treat, you will confuse them. They may be clueless about what to do. Dog obedience training basics. Every dog should be familiar with the 5 fundamental commands, recognized by the American Kennel Club. Come, heel, sit, stay, and down are the commands. Getting support and more details? Consider enrolling in a class at your neighborhood, or an American Kennel Club, if you need assistance training your dog in the US. Local pet organizations can also assist you with fundamentals or behavioral issues.